Hello, it's Uncommon Fossil here, and the other day I featured Zacian ADP, and playing that deck reminded me of my preferred partner for Zacian back at that time period, which was LucMetal, at Lucario and Melmetal-GX. It's a 260 HP metal Pokemon, a tag team basic, so it gives up 3 prizes as a tag team, and it's very much a wall deck for sure. You win by taking prizes, but you really slow your opponent's ability down to damage you. So you be prepared for a long game when you pull out this deck. It's based around LucMetal, as I said, with Full Metal Wall GX is really at the heart of it for the rest of this game. For 1 energy, all of your metal Pokemon take 30 less damage per attack, which is useful. And then for a 2nd energy, if you have at least 2 energies attached, then it will also discard all energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So if your opponent's kind of started to get set up, besides the walling, boom, you wipe away all their energy from the active Pokemon. It really sets them back a lot. And it pairs with Zacian V, the same as was an ADP. So just briefly, Brave Blade does 230 damage for 3 energy. Can't attack the next turn, so again, you want a good number of switch cards in the deck. And then it also has Intrepid Sword, which you use the ability more frequently in this deck than the other, since LucMetal is a slower deck. Intrepid Sword, you look at the top 3 cards in the deck, you can attach any basic metal energy to the Zacian, and then the rest of the cards go in your hand. So a nice way to help set up. Now, it used to be paired with Zacian V. That's added to the walling factor. It's immune to damage from VMAX Pokemon and discards a special energy when it attacks, and that has value. But I decided to drop the 2 Zamazentas and replace them with Zacian VSTAR, updating the deck with some of the options now. So this makes the Zacian V tankier, even tankier than Lucario Melmetal, because it goes to 270 HP. So that's a nice bonus. And then the attack becomes Break Edge is the primary attack, 200 damage, so it's 30 less damage than Zacian V's Intrepid Sword, but you can stream it every turn, right? We don't need to switch it in and out of the active spot. So that makes the deck flow easier. And then it also gives us the V-Star Power Attack Star Sword. For 4 energy, does 310 damage and 30 damage to itself. But so 310 damage, we can knock out a very meaningful big Pokemon with that. So that's a nice number to hit. We can take out Gardevoir EX, can take out Mew VMAX, one-shotting those Pokemon. So I like that as an option in the deck. So that's it, just those 3 Pokemon, sweet and simple there. Only metal Pokemon, just metal energy, because it's just metal Pokemon. 11 basic metal energy and 3 coating metal energy. Provides a metal energy, and the metal Pokemon it's attached to has no weakness. And obviously fire decks are a threat. They're around, so they're bad news for this deck. And then also we want some special energy because we can search it out. So just quickly to go through the trainers here, 2 Ultra Ball. Before, originally it was played Quick Ball, or Nest Ball could be an option too now, but Ultra Ball is better now that I have the Zacian, the V-Stars in. I want to search for the evolutions as well. 2 Lillie's Pokédoll, a really terrific card in my opinion, something I enjoy playing. You play this card from your hand as a trainer, as an item card, but then it goes onto your bench as a 30 HP basic Pokemon. Then if it's in the active spot during your turn, you may place this card in the bottom of your deck. If there are any cards happen to be attached, like energy or tools, they get discarded, but there's really no reason to attach anything to it. The Pokemon can't attack, and it can't retreat, but the other benefit to it, besides a nice way to switch out your Zacians when you need to, is if this card is knocked out from your opponent's attack, they don't take any prizes for it. So it's another way to slow down your opponent with that wall stall type deck. Yes, knock out the loose Pokeball, get no prizes, or if you want to gust around it, then you're using up resources. The deck plays 3 Guzma. Originally it was 3 Boss, but Guzma pairs better with the Zacian V, right? Because after you switch your opponent's active Pokemon, you switch your Pokemon as well. So another way to switch the Zacian out. 4 Tag Call it plays. The Tag Team package, or the Tag Call packages, is an item card which searches for up to 2 Tag Team cards, which The LucMetal is a tag team card, so you can search for the Lucario Melmetal-GX Pokemon, and also there are 3 different tag team supporters the deck plays. So we'll be seeing what those are shortly. 4 Metal Saucers, again, to accelerate the metal energy. 4 Switch cards, as expected. It plays Crystal Cave, that's the stadium, which allows you to heal 30 damage from your Metal and Dragon Pokemon once per turn, so very good with a tanky deck, just keeping your Pokemon alive that much longer. It plays Cynthia and Caitlin, the first of these tag team supporters. You put a supporter from your discard pile into your hand, and then you can't choose another Cynthia and Caitlin with it, and you can't choose a card that you might have discarded with an effect of this card. And that comes in the second part. Each tag team supporter has one thing it always does, and then an optional second part you can do. So when you play this card, you may discard another card from hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. So you can discard a card, often a basic energy if you do, because then you can Metal Saucer it and you draw 3 cards. Useful indeed. Metal Goggles, a very nice tool card. The metal Pokemon this is attached to takes 30 less damage from your opponent's attacks, and your opponent's attacks and abilities can't put damage counters on it. So you can't get pinged by goons, by Inteleons, and also attacks that place damage on a Pokemon don't affect it also. So quite nice there. Helps in a number of situations. So Guzma Hala, another tag team supporter. You search your deck for a stadium card, and then the second part, you may discard two cards from hand. If you do, you also search for a tool and a special energy. So with that, you can get your Crystal Cave, your Metal Saucer, and your special energy, which this deck is just featuring Coating Metal. You could also play Capture Energy is an option too. So Guzma Hala comes in useful a couple times in the game usually. Plays 4 Marnie to disrupt the opponent, which is obviously one of the things you want to do with the deck. And also the games can go long. It gives you protection against decking out. And 3 Mallow and Lana are really important supporter in this deck. You switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Obviously not great in a supporter, but then the second part is really key here. When you play this card, you may discard 2 other cards from your hand. If you do, you heal 120 damage from the Pokemon you moved to your bench. So more healing, making the deck tankier, more of a wall, making it really tough for your opponents to hit through. I realize Zacian is misspelled here. I need to fix that. So, all right, good. Matchmaking has been a little glitchy. This is right after the most recent update to live. You can see we got the reward for the Dex box and the sleeves of the global beta. So I said, hey, might not be the greatest reward ever they're giving us. We might have liked a little more, but whatever. It's something free. You do want to go first with this deck, unlike the ADP deck. That one you had the ability to attack meaningful turn 1. Here you want to let the game develop some. All right, so we'll start Zacian. Makes life simple. They did not fix the metal sound effect, because when I played down the Zacian, my eardrums got bombarded through my headphones with the metal sound effect. So coughing, all right, that's going to slow things down for me. And what is it? Hisuian Samurott. Okay. So I probably won't get knocked out. If I do, it's game over. I will Intrepid Sword here. I would have liked to get another Pokemon down. Not meant to be. Tag Call would have been a nice card to search out a LucMetal. So the Hisuian Samurott does damage based upon, I believe, the energies in play, so there might be the potential to toss away a lot of energy. Okay, with the Turnus deck also. Turnus is an old friend of mine. I played that a good bit back in the day too, so I might end up playing Marnie. I don't know if I'll toss down Crystal Cave or not. So poisoning is going to be annoying with this for me to face. So they're ascensioning. They'll shut off. So I have Wheezing in place. So I cannot Intrepid Sword this turn. So that's fine. I mean, unless... Okay. Well, that is nice. Where do I want to attach here? That's the question, right? Do I want to attach to the active Pokemon? I think I will. What are my options here? All right, I will attach to LucMetal. It's not a bad hand, but let me see what I get. I liked having the Switch. I liked having the Crystal Cave. I was considering keeping that hand, but this is a good hand too. So, end turn. I could Guzma, so I have my switching opportunity. I can use LucMetal to. Now, I'm not protected against poison with the Metal Goggles, I don't believe. So anyway, so that's nice. That the fact that they played their stadium first gives me the opportunity to win the stadium war. So Eternatus expanding their bench. At this point, probably Guzma and attack with LucMetal onto the Eternatus. All right, good news is I can heal that off, that 40 poison, fully. So I will make that play. So Eternatus can't really attack next turn. Can enjoy that sound effect too. Isn't it lovely? All right. Heal off my 40 damage. No, heal off 30. Sorry, I forgot about that. Okay. Get my 2. I'll use my GX attack. Slows them down slightly, right? It only gets rid of 1 energy. Would have preferred more, but I think I want to get the tankiness going here and start doing damage. So they have free retreat. They can come up and poison me. So Piers is, okay, an energy, which allows you to search for a special energy. So I've always been a fan of Piers, right? You search your deck for an energy, one of the few cards that was in standard recently. Wait, did it rotate? I think it did. Yes, it did. So, but before it rotated, I'm not sure how many other cards there were that it would allow you to search for a special energy. So probably play Marnie on my turn. Okay. So are they gonna send? Yep, they're gonna bring up the Zacian. So the Umbreon is a very nice card with its Dark Signal ability. Right, doesn't see much play now, but it is useful. It is single strike, so it is an option in getting poisoned again. That's okay. So what do I do here? I think I'll attack to LucMetal. I will Marnie. I do play 4 Switch in the deck, so I may hit one of those. That is not to be. I could Tag Call, but I'm not sure I want to. I already played my supporter this turn. I could try evolving him at some point, but I don't think I do that either. End turn, right? I could evolve and get rid of the poison. They may be going to knock out my Zacian this turn. Not the worst thing in the world if they do. To think this through. So Serena, they have to discard Serena Gus up V Pokemon as an option, but my V Pokemon's in the active. It will not gust up a GX Pokemon, and I will not gust up an EX Pokemon, the new ones, as I'm sure you're most likely aware of also. So a second energy. All right, so getting another Wheezing up, which means I couldn't rope the Wheezing out of play, although I don't play rope. So, win condition for this game. I'm having a hard time getting going here, I will say. Now, they have so many Pokemon, gusting them could become a solid option. All right, so Tag Call. I think I want to... Let's see what I have with Tag Call, right? Do I want to... Let me see, the retreat cost is still 2, so I think I want to draw some cards. So to draw cards, you supporter discard 1 to draw 3, and I'll get rid of another of a LucMetal. I don't think I want him, so I will. All right, there's no energy in the discard yet, right? So I will play this. Yes, I want to discard there. Oh yeah, just get rid of 1, not 2. The other ones are all get rid of 2. I will take. I'll take Guzma because I think stalling could be strong for me here. I did get a switch card. I like that also. So toss him down. I think I want to Zacian. I will toss down at least Pokédoll also. You play it out like an item and then it switches in. So I will take a prize here. I will heal a little bit off. I'm not gonna evolve the Zacian V with the energy on it because it's damaged already. I think I want to keep the option sacrificing this Zacian. And all right, so I have the 4 energy, so I can knock out the Wheezing. I haven't gotten any goggles yet, which I certainly would like also. Look at those beautiful sleeves, Global Beta. So they're actually not bad sleeves. They're kind of interesting, I gotta say. You know, obviously I'm being tongue in cheek here, playing these sleeves and all. You know, my original impression when I saw that was the reward given was one of being underwhelmed. I suspect that was most people's impression, but it really is not a bad thing. Okay, so I have Switch with Mallow and Lana, so I can heal. So I think I want to do that, right? All right, so tag call because I'm going to Mallow and Lana. So I need to, what am I going to discard here? Get rid of one of each of these. Well, let me think, what am I going to get rid of here? So I will heal first, right? I'm going to send up so I will, I guess I'll send up my Pokédoll, right? So I want to discard because I want to heal him for sure. So get rid of, I think I want to get tools going, right? And I think I'm willing to get rid of an energy. What's the energy? So that's my first energy in the discard, which isn't bad. I'll attach here. I could hit in with the LucMetal, but I think I will wait on that, right? I'll Intrepid Sword, get 3 cards. All right, no energies. Would have liked to attach energy. I do have a Saucer, and I did get a V-Star, so those are nice cards, which then means I can discard that Ultra Ball probably. Although I could evolve both Zacians, right, making the other Zacian a little tanky. They're probably going to, I think they can take out my LucMetal. So that's the way that goes. If I had gotten the tool on the Metal Goggles, I would have avoided that knockout. But let's see, 13 cards. As I said, decking out's probably the win condition here. So accelerate, I like that. Heal, because, you know, we want to do that for sure. I'll evolve here. I will attach here. Having the one Zacian that I can use its ability on is nice also. So, yeah, because I want to try to get the tools going, which I will do next turn. So Okay, I got one Metal Goggles. If my other Zacian survives, I can dig out another Metal Goggles for it. I can attach that fourth energy, which will allow me to do the big 310 attack. Oh, the bump on my stadium again. That's the second one, I believe. So rope, I will give up my Zacian V. That's kind of, I knew that was coming at some point. I would really like to see. I think I play two too. Yes, the fact that it keeps that's unfortunate. I liked those cards. All right, so that's their second. Well, it's their third stadium of play. So I do have a Guzma though, so that's not bad. Which means I could knock out. I have to think about that, right? I really do. I'll send out the Poké Doll. Gives me some options. Oh, I have another Poké Doll. I do like Poké Doll. It is nice. So they're one prize away. I don't love that about this game. I guess I mean, I could be Walt. What's their energy situation? 2 energies. They probably have more switching, right? So I guess I Guzma and I'll take out the Umbreon. That could cost me. They're not going to knock me out, I don't believe. So Guzma, Umbreon. There. Do the 310 attack. Gets me 3 prizes. That does the 30 damage, which could end up being costly too. I didn't quite do all the math on that. Obviously, the prizes are nice. The switch card's nice. Let's see. I mean, it's maybe I shouldn't have played the doll. No, that doesn't matter. It's not a deck. It's their bench Pokemon. My bench Pokemon don't make a difference. So, but now I am just 2 prizes away. So at 220, so I could take out a Crobat, right? If I get draw into the card. So I'm potentially 1 turn away from game, right? Does 220. Crobat's obviously 180, so those are game-winning targets for me. See what happens here. But they got knockout. So there we go. Deck did not. Yeah. Afraid of that. So that 30 damage, that cost me game, unfortunately. So good job by my opponent. Let's jump in another game, see how the deck performs with this. Hopefully things pair up again. So, that deck box sleeve coin, it looks fine. It's interesting, actually. It's obviously the global beta hasn't gone well, giving out on a day when as soon as the game, they did an update, which takes, I think it took them 6 hours. You certainly would like them to take less than 6 hours. So got ahead. So I will go first. I like that. Hopefully this deck sets up better this game. The deck set up a little slowly last game. It does not set up as well as the Zacian ADP deck. That is for sure. It's just more inconsistent. The tag team package with these tag team cards, I enjoy. But the supporters are okay. They're not great supporters. What makes them viable is the fact. All right, 2 Zacians. That's solid because I do want to get, and I can get a LucMetal in play. Oh wow, they got the new sleeves too, so I like that. Oh, all right, Zero Aura. So a lightning deck. So LucMetal and what do I have here? I have a Guzma. Do I need a switch card? Do I want a guaranteed switch? All right, I will take a guaranteed switch card for next turn. So, bench. I'm going to say I'm going to prioritize LucMetal. So I'm going to put the goggles on him. Obviously, I like goggles on all of them. I'm going to attach to the benched guy. I could have kept it in hand, might have been valuable too, right? Because it guaranteed me, it gave me an energy to attach, which right now I don't have one to attach. I might not have access to it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what my opponent's deck is also. Zero Aura, GX. So they have free retreat. So it has full voltage. It attaches 5 energies from the discard any way they want. So that's quite nice. So, okay, and they have energy acceleration there. So I can smash away energies with LucMetal, but I also... so they're accelerating here. So they have Pikarom, which is annoying. Okay, that these are good solid cards. So Electro Power, their lightning Pokemon do 30 more damage this turn. A very nice card too. So they're Marnieing me. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is there. All right, Pokédoll, Marnie. I could switch if I choose. They're probably going to knock out my active. Right, they have free retreat, right? So, we'll see what happens here. They did not get the free retreat, so that's nice. So they make the situation interesting here, is what I'll say. I'll put down the Pokédoll. I might then want a Marnie, because I don't think I want to use my G. Now the game gets interesting, because I don't think I want a GX attack here. So I'm going to attach with Zacian V. I probably cannot attack this turn. I don't have energy in the discard. I would need to accelerate and switch. Do I want... I think I will protect the man on the bench. Seems like the best play. I could send up the Pokédoll also. I think I'll do that. I think I will send up Pokédoll. So they may have switch, but now they need a switching card. Even Rope gets up a Zacian, which is something I don't really want to give up here, right? So I will get my 3rd energy on my Zacian. So now they know he is a threat. He has the extra 30. He has the 30 protection. He does 220, which matches my HP and Choice Belt, so he does 30 more. So Miraidon will knock out my Zacian V. All right, good. Seeing some of these cards that haven't seen in a bit. Thundermount. What's this one do? Lightning cost 1 less energy. So that's a very nice stadium. It is a Prism Star, right? Is that the correct term? So they only can play 1 of that in the deck, I believe. When it's discarded, and it goes in the lost zone when discarded. So, which is interesting too. So Guzma, yeah, they're going to take out my Zacian, but I did force them to use the Guzma, and that's good, right? The problem is they have the energy acceleration from the discard, so that's not great, right? So I could have used LucMetal ability before this, which would have saved the knockout. What do I want to hit in? Do I want something in the active? I guess I'll just set up Pokédoll. Keep my options open. I'm kind of happy hitting into the active there, right? I think I want to get rid of their stadium, so I will do. So I need the other stadium. So I will tag call. I need a Mallow, and no, I need. Oh, I don't have the other supporter, do I? Oh, that really stinks. right? So Mallow and Lana. No, I have it. It's, sorry, I'm being silly. So Guzma. So I want to get rid of cards here. So I don't need this Zacian V, and I'll get rid of Cynthia and Caitlin. So boom, boom, and boom. So I will bump their stadium. Attach Metal Goggles here. I'll get rid of the energy. It doesn't really help me much. I get that. But I need to get, I need that extra 30 protection, right? So I will do my GX attack. Like I said, they have, I'm aware, they have their GX attack there. But it does use their attack per turn, right? It is an attack, so that's not bad. They can retreat now with 1 energy. They can't get back their stadium, so that's nice. Okay, Crobat has the Forest Seal Stone, which is a nice card. This deck could play it, but I really want to get the full Metal Goggles on my Pokemon, so happy with that. So 30 more damage. So not easy. All right, researching. Electric Generator, so failed on that, because obviously they would rather not use that GX attack, right? They, oh no, they, yeah, they, no, they haven't. They use their V-Star, which I see crossed off. The GX is not crossed off, so that's nice. What do I want to do here? I think I want to, I think I want a Marnie here. I really would like to evolve my Zacian V. I need to draw, I mean, yes, I need to get the V-Star, or that's stinky. All right, I can accelerate to the Zacian at least. That's a plus. Yeah, no, I just got to attack here. So attack for 50, not great, but I do get to accelerate an energy onto him, so I can do 150 after this. So going slow. LucMetal goes slow. I didn't set up as well as I would like. So my Ultra Balls I have not utilized yet. All right, so what's there? So that's 3 Electric Generator. They have 1 more. Just thinning with their Forest Seal Stone, right? Which is fine. I have Metal Goggles on both, which is a plus. I have the Mallow and Lana, so that's nice. So I can send him to the bench and heal that fully off. So, you know, really gets energies into play, which is quite nice for them. So I'm really, you know, if they have, they need 6 energy to do that. That is what I wanted to see. So what's my HP right now? All right, let me right click on it, 170. So they resist me, which isn't ideal. I think I want that. And I think I'm going to attack. I am concerned here. So they resist me, right? Which is why I'm at only doing 130. Why the number, the damage number wasn't red. It still isn't red, but it's at 50 at the full amount. It's kind of weird. When it's my turn, it makes the adjustment to the damage. When it's my opponent's turn, it doesn't adjust, but it's still in red. I guess the red's kind of nice, but I think if it's in red, it should always be adjusted to the new number. Right, so this Pikarom is getting ready to do some big damage soon. Ideally, I guess they're doing the big damage this turn, right? So we'll see what happens. So, little background noise going on here. No, they had. Okay, so they did not. All right, so they're getting back to the bench there. I do have Mallow and Lana, so I think I'm going to have to use that this turn. I think. So, all right, so what do I do here? I heal. So what's the 170, right? So what do I want to do here? I think I need to Mallow and Lana, right? Do I keep, and I'll keep the Switch card. Do I keep the Crystal Cave? Am I gonna leave him in the active? That's part of my question here, right? So I'll Mallow and Lana. I want to discard because I need to heal. Look, how much damage can they do to me? So I'm gonna switch and I'm gonna attack. All right, I'm just gonna make that play. Let me think here. So I'm 160. So they're gonna knock me out this turn. I do believe, right? My LucMetal. I don't think they can knock out my Zacian, so I end turn. So I don't have Zacian V's ability because I evolved. They're gonna have a hard time hitting through my V-Star though. So I do have the Switch card. I have to figure this out. I haven't taken any prizes yet. It's not great. They've only taken 2, but they're close to taking 3 more. They've got to knock out all of my Pokemon here, right? They've used their V-Star and their GX for the game. So this guy's going to really do some damage. I can retreat to the bench, though, so I probably do that, right? Okay, so I can take someone out, which I think I want to do. So let me take out the Pikarom. Do I do that, though? I do that. Okay, so that's get 3 prizes, get me closer to where I need to be. And, right, 130, yep. Because they resist me, which isn't far from ideal, but that's what we have. So even with the 310 damage, it doesn't do quite as much. But there we go. Taking some prizes. Obviously, an opponent that resists me is not ideal. All right, well, I might actually throw down the other LucMetal into play, just to make it harder on my opponent. Right, another Pokemon they have to hit through. They played one Guzma. They probably have some more switching in the deck. They're going to paralyze me. And they're going to knock me out, right? They did not knock me out, so that is that. Oh, that's beautiful. Not exactly beautiful, but I like it, right? So I think I switch and send a Pokédoll, right? I attach there. 3 prizes and I win, though, right? So I could. What's my Guzma situation here? I played 1 Guzma. If I hit into them, no, I can't hit into them. So throw down the Pokédoll. I will switch into Pokédoll, which means I can swing back and hit with him if I choose. I think I want to just go for it. I think I want to hit in with the 260. I'm going to get knocked out next turn, but I think that's my play. Then I'm an energy or a Guzma away from game with that, I believe. So, right, they've taken 4 prizes, so they don't have game here. I can with Guzma I have game next turn because I will knock out the Raichu and a Alolan Raichu. So they're going to fill their bench. or at least just look at their deck, right? The game's getting low here for sure. So I have a Pokédoll in deck. Did I? Okay, I have 2 Pokédolls in deck, I believe. Unless it's prized. I honestly have not paid attention to my prizes. Sloppy. All right, so got the win there, right? So I honestly wasn't guaranteed game, but kind of wore them down, right? The games take a little bit of time, as you saw, but got through the deck, and that's a solid opponent there, I think, and got the win there. So a deck that you can do some damage with, have some fun, do some tanking, right? Switch things around, throw some Pokédolls up there, use their different healing and damage reduction, and I find it to be a fun deck to play. The first game was okay. The second game I won. It was a decent game. There are games that I think are more interesting still than that, but an enjoyable game and a deck that I still find fun to play. Take care.